Everybody always wants to talk about marriage, but they always want to ask somebody who's not married, such as myself, about marriage. So when I give you my opinions and my views about marriage, I'm not giving you my opinions and my views about marriage because I've been married or I've tried to put myself in the shoes of a man who's been married and been through some of the things of a man that's been married. No, I'm putting myself in the shoes of a man who's on the outside looking in, listening to the conversation that a lot of you sisters don't hear about what these men are doing and how they're doing it and why they're doing it prior to the marriage, during the marriage, or after the marriage. And so I'm just basically giving you the real. So if you don't like what I have to say about marriage, again, understand that this isn't my perception necessarily from a man who is married. This is my perception. This is my thoughts. These are my theories and my ideas from the outside looking in, listening to the conversation that a lot of you sisters never really get a chance to hear. Prime example, why are you rushing to be on the same level? Why are you rushing to be with the man to where you're living in the same predicament that you were living in before? They say that two heads are better than one. Well, you've put two heads together, but it still seems as though you only got one. You're still running the household. Now you just got somebody else telling you, oh, well, do this too, and I think that may help. But they're not even confident in their choices. They're not even truthfully confident in you. So what sense does that make? Right? And I know we sit up here and we talk about love, but love don't pay bills. Let me say that again. Love don't pay bills. And it's not about the money, but it's about the stability and the security of your future, love. It's about the fruits of your labor, because what's happening is a lot of us men, not all, some, but enough of us men. I'll say that again for the haters. Not all, some, but enough of us men. We're sitting back enjoying your fruits of your labor and not even really having our own fruits of our own labor, right? But we're so gung-ho, we're in this honeymoon stage to where everything is bliss right now. The sex is great, the conversation is cool, dinner's what's happening. But what happens when we hit that 1 year, that 2 year, that 5 year, and that 10 year mark to where you've realized that you have been struggling on so many different levels, from emotionally, physically, insecurity-wise, financially-wise. But again, everybody is quick to tell you, well, money isn't everything. You're right, it's not everything. But don't put yourself in a position with a young man, with the older man, with the man, period, to where you're gonna be in the same exact position as you were before. What sense does that make? You could be alone. You could be by yourself for that, right? Listen, I understand that we need people to comfort. We need people to make us feel good. We want somebody to make love to us. We want somebody to hold us, to talk to us. We want somebody to vent and to share those moments out of town in Peru and Rome and England and Paris and France. We understand that, right? We want to be on the beaches of Cancun with somebody. But guess what, love? We got to spend that time with the right people. We got to spend that time with the person that help us get there. Right? We don't want to spend time with somebody who just kind of tagged along and is just chilling while we out there doing our thing. So again, listen, my opinion is that we got to stop rushing to the finish line and realizing that there was nothing to win. Right? We get to that point, and when we get to that point, we realize that there's no real celebration. There's nobody that's cheering us on. There's no balloons popping. There's no confetti falling down. There's no line to really cross. We just get to this point, and we're like, damn, where's everything at? We were waiting for this big celebration, and finally we've made it. And then once we get there, there really is no celebration at all, because again, we've hyped the situation up so much more than what the reality of it is. I'm talking about marriage right now. What I'm telling you, that marriage is a beautiful thing. It's an amazing thing. It is something that I myself is seeking right now, right? But I'm seeking that with the individual that is going to mentally help me grow, physically help me better myself, be healthier, be wiser in my choices, right? I want a woman who is not necessarily controlling, but I want a wife who is understanding and what Essex can grow in, how Essex can be better, how I can do better, not necessarily criticizing me or judging me, but helping me become a better me, period. Helping my situation become a better situation. Us blending together, becoming one, and making more of what we already have, right? If we don't have that, if we're not shooting for that, if we're not aiming for that type of success with an individual, then what are we aiming for? What are we dealing with them for? Why are we with these individuals? It doesn't make sense. It will never make sense, right? So again, I understand that this ring that they put on your finger is beautiful. I understand that you get the butterflies in your stomach, that you want to walk down the aisle, that you hear the church bells going off, and that cake is really good, and the reception is going to be off the chain because the DJ is live. But make sure you do that with somebody who you love, who really loves you, who you want to support, who truthfully supports you. And for you sisters who are marrying with kids, right? Make sure that this man honor and loves your child and will protect your child and do for your child as if it is his child. Again, you are bonding somebody for the rest of your life. You are spiritually, mentally, physically connecting with someone with intents to live together, grow together, and die together eventually, right? Make sure these individuals, regardless if they are men or women, make sure that they are individuals of character and class, that they are individuals of standards, that they are individuals of love, and that they truthfully care for you. Marriage is something serious, and we just got to stop rushing into it. And we really got to start focusing on who are we marrying, the quality of the individual that we are marrying. Because I hate to see so many brothers and sisters get divorced, have annulments, being cheated on, breaking up, separating, fighting in court for the kids, going through all the things that they don't really need to go through. It's crazy out here. Listen, I love every single one of you guys. Again, as usual, good morning. God bless. Saturday is feeling wonderful right now. Thank you for logging in and watching me, SXJ, with this SXJ project and all that I have done and all that I've been able to accomplish with one thing, and that's the power of a cell phone. Don't ever think that you can't do anything. You can do anything that you want. I love every single one of you guys, all right?